Hey everybody, welcome to my new Let's Play of LA Noire, and I don't really know what else to say. I've been kind of looking into this game since it was released way back when, and it was just on some random website I don't even remember the name of, and the way they abbreviated it was like LA was without the periods or whatever. It was just La Noire, and I thought that sounded really awesome, and so I was thinking of it like that since it first started, so I was just like, oh cool, La Noire is going to be pretty awesome. And so yeah, if you guys don't mind, that's actually how I'm gonna be starting off, because LA Noire just sounds kind of weird. I like La Noire. It's like the black, but whatever. And La is kind of like the for the feminine Spanish, and then Noire is French for black. So I kind of really like how that sounds. And so here's the kind of start menu, and well, not really start menu. It's just, well, I guess never mind. Okay, so you go up and down to scroll through the things, and right now we only have two things here. We have a new save file, and then we have extras, and we're gonna go to extras really fast and show those really fast. So here we have the vehicle showroom, and we have the credits, and we're not gonna really bother ourselves with those right now, so we'll just leave those for later. It says Xbox Live Marketplace and Social Club. We're not gonna really bother too much with those. I'm not really. I like to think of this as just a strictly one player, or yeah, I guess one player game. But so we're gonna get started, and so. Yeah, when I made the preview video, I actually was going to have the introduction scene of the flashing, flickering, top lights as the introduction, the full 10 minutes that it was. I actually had it all rendered out and uploaded. And then I started playing, well, I mean rendered and not uploaded, but I was going to. And then I started the, the whatever it's called. I started this part. And then I was just like, well, why don't I just use this for the preview? It's a lot shorter, and I bet more people would watch it. But who knows? The song they used in the beginning is awesome. It's actually like 9.5 minutes, but it's pretty cool. I think it would have made a nice preview as none of this. And I apologize, I'm talking over it. We can actually put in subtitles later, which is what I am going to do. But this is already in the preview, and it's just basically like a overture of the entirety of the game. Well, not really, I don't even know, but it's just one of those things that they show off. So you guys know what it is. So yeah, this game is pretty awesome, developed by Rockstar. The facial acting is really good in this game. Like, there's some points where it seems kind of plastic, if you know what I mean, but apparently they have this recording technique where they put 32 cameras on your face, or they like directly on your face, and then they record that, and it actually turns out really nicely, like more than you'd think would be acceptable for a game. Like, you can still tell it's a video game, but it's just, some of them are just so good, it just immerses you, and I love the immersion in this game. Like, I don't know, I love, the Godfather trilogy. I love, Scarface and, Goodfellas. All those kinds of, like, old school mafia movies. The ones that kind of, like, threw them into the mainstream almost. But this one, I think Rockstar did this justice. It's awesome. There's a grayscale option in this game, actually. And I actually started playing through it halfway through, and it is just awesome. Like, it blows me away how awesome it is. And I hope you guys don't mind, again, along with my pronunciation, La Noire, that we're just going to go ahead and alternate between episodes that I do. The first episode, I'll do odd episodes in color and even episodes in the grayscale. And the reason for that being is that it puts kind of, a lot of emphasis on the 1940s aspect of, this vintage kind of part of LA and stuff. So here I'm just going to press pause really fast. I apologize to break up the tension, but here we have our options, and we can turn on subtitles, which we are going to do. And then I'll just show off the other things really fast. Oops, no, we don't want to quit. So gameplay right here, cue music. It says right there in the corner, will automatically fade down. So cue music is when you're near a clue, music will play briefly, momentarily, and your controller will vibrate, and that's how we'll tell when we're near clue. And clue hints on, action skip, we can do this, I guess, but if we fail too many times, basically, it'll skip it for us. So I don't fail on skipping, or I don't plan on failing. Oh god, I'm doing so bad right now. Okay, so display. So here we have the black and white, and it changes quite drastically. Like, it's contrasted greater, and it's not just a simple black and white. It's a complete overhaul of the visual system, and it's awesome. So we're gonna do that every other episode, all right? So unless there are way too many objections, in which case I'll probably maybe not stop, but Shake is kind of annoying. It's not that bad, but it sometimes it kind of gets in the way. So that's it. And then we have statistics that we've done. So here are story, street cases, rank, time spent inspecting, all this stuff. And so vehicles, and I'll do the best as I can to show every part of this game. It's pretty big, but compared to say like Red Dead Redemption or Grand Theft Auto, I think it's not that big, but still it's nothing to scoff at if you know what I mean. So this game isn't really too heavily reliant on the action. It's more like kind of like cutscenes, but still I like that in the game as long as it's not overbearing. And the realisticness of this is just awesome. Like, it's one of the reasons why I like the Saboteur so much also. That game was pretty cool, but it was kind of unrealistic. So here we are, our two main characters. Well, I guess we're the one driving right now, So there's been an ambulance shooting at 6th and Industrial Street. We're going to have to make our way over there.
Roger, 14 Adam en route.
It's like, hey, I didn't want to take that right now. So now, basically, this goes, if you've ever played any kind of open world game, right triggers to accelerate, and then left stick is to move, and then it's just pretty basic stuff. I don't really feel the need to have to go over it, but if we want to go ahead and, if we click the left stick, we can turn on the siren. We don't get to have needle flashing lights, but it's whatever. And it turns off right when we get there. So here's the alleyway crime scene. 10:11 p.m.
Floyd Rose, homicide. You might back up? Yes, sir.
Floyd Rose, eh?
We had a shooting took place down this alleyway. We have the Vic, Scooter Payton, Negro.
You can see it's kind of like with his lisp. Sometimes their mouths kind of freak out, but that's really, not that big of a deal considering the grand scheme of all the things they had to do. Like, there's over 20 hours of voice acting in this game, and I really have to applaud the game makers for that. I'm glad they have finally, recognized video games as a form of legitimate art, like officially, I guess. I mean, I've always considered them, its own kind of category. But basically, here's our character. We're Phelps, and we're kind of just moving around, and, we're inspecting stuff. Now, we're going to press right trigger to run, and the thing with this game, we have to inspect clues, and actually gets really in-depth with that, and there's a couple things we can grab here. I'll try and grab most of the stuff, unless it begins getting extremely redundant. There's our backwards camera view or whatever. Oops. Okay, there we go. And the controls, in a slight way, kind of remind me of Ghostbusters, if you guys have ever played that. I mean, God, if you've ever seen the movie, you gotta play the game, I swear to God. So, alright, so music will fade. So, here, there's something over here we'll inspect in a second, but let's see. Alright, so things that seem, right out of the ordinary, like this bottle right here, you can't really tell, but here, you can kind of hear it, I guess. The volume's a little low on my TV right now, but we can go ahead and press A right over it. And with the left stick, we'll be able to inspect it, and it'll say manipulate. And so it's kind of cool how they do that for, specific items, but not all of them are necessary. Like, that is completely unnecessary. But here, we have a newspaper, and this will actually lead us into kind of a lengthy cutscene, but we're going to go and inspect this just to say that we inspected it. So, this looks like a bottle of booze that someone was doing nothing with. Apparently they just left it there. Some of these things seem really contrived too, so I apologize for that. So we can read what this says. So newspapers can provide backstory on events which may or may not be related to your current investigation. Now I think for this particular first mission it does not affect it, but maybe I'll catch something I missed before. So we get a little flashback. So, and the person murdered, I already forgot his name. It's been kind of a while, but maybe that's the guy that got shot. But
I'm always happy to receive acknowledgement for my work.
Just look at their facial expressions. Like, you can still tell it's a video game, obviously, but they just put so much detail into them. It's just awesome. Like, it makes me smile still to this day.
I'm only in second year, Doc.
Yeah.
They fast-tracked me a year.
So what are they learning? The complex, the ascendants? I have no idea. Oh, psychology. Duh. The gentleman in life is brutal in his dreams. That would make some pretty heavy lyrics, man. So here he's talking about stuff. He's getting free, therapy from his professor. Retreat on itself.
We try to find ways to unlock the mind again. Through a combination of therapy.
So yeah, I apologize for any dead space. It's kind of God. Weird. Okay, I just pricked myself on my sleeve. There's something in my sleeve that I pricked my hand with. Look.
friend.
So anyway, I try not to talk too much through these cutscenes, and people are like, oh my god, why are you talking so much? But I put the subtitles there for a reason. Apparently, Rockstar is taking down a bunch of Noire videos simply due to the cutscenes, but it's like, why would you... It's like, why would you take off such great, like videos of such a great game? It's just, I don't know. Some of the copyrights, I swear to God, it just makes me... Ugh.
Is it ever? I can't thank you enough.
I'm not promising a cure, Courtney. I want you to remember that. Every physician has patients that he cannot hope to cure.
So, come on. For whom he can only smooth. Some random guy just walking down the hallway. That to make it seem real. And so there ends that short cutscene, or kind of, I guess, the Human Mind Medicine's Final Frontier. So there's that. Now we can just leave that there. And so now we got 1 out of 13 newspapers. I'll try and get all those, but we'll see. So yeah, there are a couple other things we can just randomly inspect. Like some things you think you might be able to, but others you kind of wonder why or how. So like over here, we can go over here. And I don't even know what this is. I think it's a paintbrush, but I'm not 100% sure. Just because this actually seems kind of pixelated. I can't really tell, but I guess maybe let's just call it a paintbrush. I honestly don't care. And then I don't think there's much else. We can pick up like random doobies and stuff like right over here. I got cigarettes, because those were the thing back in the 40s. It was cool to smoke. I guess somehow it still is today. And he even says this isn't any use to us, but it's still good to like pick random stuff up. Just you know, complete a mission thoroughly and stuff, just in case you might miss something. But if we go over here, oh my God, it's a blood stain on the wall. You think this might be important to us? I don't know. So we got a new clue, which is a blood stain. So, oh, you really think so? So that would kind of suck. So we can still inspect stuff. We can look around first person and just do that. And sometimes this makes it seem like they walk us through way too easily. So there's things like that. I should probably bring this up right now. If we press select, we'll be able to open up our writing little tablet here, our handy-dandy notebook, which is what I'll be calling it. And so here we got people that we can investigate. So here we have Scooter Payton, and he was the one who got shot. Murder suspect is who we need to find, and then Detective Floyd Rose, which is the first guy on the scene. And if we press right trigger again, we'll be able to go to the other 3 categories that we had, which is a blood stain. And when we press A, we'll actually be able to look at the clues and go into greater detail in the clues. So blood splatter stains in recessed doorway on alleyway door, and apparently we were able to get a really accurate sketch of it, so whatever. So now we can go back and press right trigger, and then we can look at the locations, and the alleyway crime scene is the first one we've been to. So here's where the scene of the ambulance shooting, here we can actually use set as destination as one of those things that'll put it on our marker, but it's not too bad, so it'll actually help us. And there's like basically a fast travel option that we can use, where we can have our teammate drive while we do whatever, so that we don't get hurt or anything. Because we do get graded on our crime scene, like how fast. Well, I don't think we do how fast actually, but just how much damage we do basically in property damages. So all right, so now we can inspect another object, and oh my God, there's a. So there we have a reflection actually. So. And this actually kind of confused me for a while, how that reflection actually worked out. It's actually on the roof of the adjacent building to our left. So I was just like, how is that on the roof? But then it's just like, it's on this roof right here. So as to lessen the confusion of people who might have been like, how did that even happen? Yes, physics, ladies and gentlemen, use it. So, all right. So here we got another bottle. I don't think nothing really. So let's just look at this. This looks very suspicious. This will be able to help us out. Except just kidding. And they're like placed there so conspicuously, like, I don't know, it's just to get us into the groove of things, I guess, and inspecting stuff. I think then we can just go over here and we can, and it looks like these things were set here, like they weren't dropped or anything. They were just set here, like, I don't know. But we can go and look at this. It's like, this was smoked exactly 3 days, 2 hours, and 62 minutes ago, and that was a weird way to word that. And then we got a different kind of beer bottle here. Someone's been getting a little varied in their drinking selection, so I take a smarter man than me to get that. Yeah, alright, let's just go up here now. Enough diddle-daddling.
I don't want to wait around all night for the super to let us in.
Okay, so let's see what else is over here. Actually, I haven't quite looked around up here yet, but probably nothing. whatever. Let's just go grab the gun, which is just conspicuously placed right here. So let's grab it. So the gun was on the roof, eh? So so yeah, now we can look ahead, and so we have to look on specific parts of the gun so that the camera can zoom in, and now we can see the so it's called the Smith & Wesson type, and the serial number is S71893, and we're gonna actually kind of want to remember that. We write it down, obviously, but still. So here we can look at the bullets. 2 of them were shot, 2 rounds fired. Sorry, I probably get deducted on my payroll for saying 2 shots were fired or whatever. So we can't shoot it or anything, so let's just put it down. And then we're going to go collect it and bring it to the police station. Or are we?
We have the gun, Cole.
All right,
Let's take it back to Central. We could get a commendation.
So Dunn's trying to get us to, take it back, be goody-goody two-shoes. No, we're going to be rogue and we're going to do it ourselves.
You know a local gun store?
Sure.
Ooh,
There's a place
looks like we're
a
going
couple
to
of
bid.
blocks from here.
All right, so now we can use our notebook to go ahead and take us there. So now our new location is gun store, and now we can actually set it as our destination and get over there. So.
Sure about this. It's not really our gig.
All right, we're about almost 18 minutes. So we'll just get to the gun store, do that section, and then call it a video. I'm trying not to do too many long videos. So we can just run back. Nice. So, all right, so let's just go ahead and drive now. All right, come on in. And just like with most other driving games, we can go ahead and. So I really like what they did here. I'm not sure how many other games do that, but I like how they have the street names off on the side. Just like they're on the street. It kind of reminds me of Splinter Cell Conviction, where they had the objectives, like in the gameplay, and that's pretty awesome. I really like how they implemented that. I mean, especially in Conviction, that was actually, I have never seen another game do something like that, other than, I guess, Dead Space, where the HUD is integrated on your back and you have your menu and a hologram in front of you. It's just things like that that make it, that much more immersive, I guess. I don't know. The more immersion a game has, the better, but I guess this one does a pretty good job of doing it with cutscenes and stuff like that, so I hope you guys like it. I mean, I can see why some people might not, but it's really... I like it a lot. It's the style, the voice acting, music. It's an awesome jazz soundtrack, and ever since watching the Cosby Show, I've just had this sweet tooth for jazz. It's jazz is it's pretty awesome. So here, whoa, I don't want to hit anything. I'm going to actually be semi-careful. Here's the gun stop. We stop in the middle of the intersection. Nice. So we're at the gun store now. Open 24 hours. We sell ammo. Learn to shoot. And there's ducks there. Ducks. I feel like they might play a central part of this, except not really. So gold handle doors allow you to enter them. If they don't have gold, you can't go in them. But then it should be kind of obvious what doors you can and can't go in. So.
27 registered Magnum. Chambered for 357. Nickel plated with pearl grips.
So he knows what gun it is. Ooh.
You're not suggesting he's the owner?
No.
Yes, he is.
You seem to know
Just
a lot
kidding.
about the weapon.
I ought to. I sold it. This piece will stop a riot.
So it just happens to be that the first guy that we go to has sold it. So.
Here's my Smith & Wesson order book.
You mind if I take a look?
Be my guest. This is about something bad, right?
So unfortunately, the thing about this game is that you only have one save file. When you save, it saves to the same file. So when it saves, you'll never be able to go back to it. But you can have several save files. It's just they can't be the same story. So let's go ahead and open the ledger. Now it says model 27. So now we need to. Here's where it says data order, and then we have the serial number. And this thing is kind of weird. Just the handling is just kind of weird. But here we can go ahead and look. And if you remember the serial number, you'll notice that it's right over here. And my phone is going off for some reason, even though it's 1:30 in the morning. So we have the S71893, and this is the one that we want to go to. Errol Schroeder. So let's go ahead and put our finger on that. Don't want to get the wrong one. There we go. Yes, Errol Schroeder. So.
Errol Schroeder, 203 South Glass Street. Ordered the gun in February '46.
All right, so there we go.
Been a big help.
Anytime. Always happy to help out the LAPD.
Kiss ass. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go find us that perp, that murderer. Do we call it in?
Only the gun doesn't prove he pulled the trigger.
Okay. In for a penny, in for a
All right,
pound.
so-
Lead the way,
Ooh.
Googa, then.
Alright, so now we can go to Schroeder's apartment and put that in our, whoops, okay, set as a destination. And it's like kind of across the way, like way across the way. So I guess I'll get there and call it a video so that we can save right there. So yeah, driving is kind of weird in this game. It's not terrible, but I guess for, 40s cars, it's not too bad. It kind of reminds me of Mafia 2, how like when you got the sports cars, those were the best thing ever because they were super fast and actually controlled better than the clunky, slow ones that you always use. And again, I really like that game also. I was thinking about doing an LP on that, but I was like, nah, it takes kind of a while. And my phone is now, the alarm is going off, so. And that's for me to wake up to do the DLC, so.
I guess so.
And it's only like half an hour until I have to do it anyway, so. I'm just going to ignore it right now. Crap, I hope this is the right way to get to the bridge. I think it is, but let's go ahead and check really fast. Okay, phone, you can stop. All right, yep. And then we just have to head over here. Schroeder's apartment. Schroeder always, I don't know, I always read it as like Schindler in my head. I just think Schindler, but I know it's Schroeder, so it's just like one of those things. All right, can we even go up here? I want to, crap, we are way too low. So we get a nice view of, this area. I'm gonna get out of here though. I don't think I've been here once. All right, let's just take the right way. We're cops. Pull over, sucker. All right, let's actually get on the place where we have to go. And as long as we don't take too much damage, we'll be good. But no big thing. So let's try and fail a little less, please. I was trying to be cool and going a different way for once, but it appears by doing so, I make myself look foolish. So this would be awesome, like, to live in. Like, it doesn't seem like there's too many cars, but they still put like a heavy emphasis on the, sidewalks and stuff being here and all that stuff, and just I don't know, it's cool, and I like how they did it. So I've never been to Los Angeles, so I have no idea about the the strict, how it actually looks. But apparently, I heard it's really good, and you actually can see like where people's houses where they are just in 1940s Los Angeles, and that's really awesome. But yeah, that's pretty much that about wraps it up for this first episode. We didn't even finish the first case. A lot of cases will slightly drag on, but and some of them, like I said before, feel really contrived, but they are really good, and the story will get you, like it begins to like reel you in like really well. So here we are, now that it's saving. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of Le Noire. Hope to guys see you in the next one. I'll talk to you guys later.